Alrighty then, Alex, go ahead and introduce yourself. What you been doing?
What's going on, everyone? Active Sim here. I've been playing a lot of games. Steam sales been taking a lot of money from me. Yeah, there's been a lot of good streaming going on here. I streamed the entire Ori game, Ori and the Blind Forest, which is an awesome game. Playing
Cool.
Metal Slug 3 right now. Oh, I just died while I was talking.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna try and get through this new backlog that I've just created because I don't generally have a backlog because I don't buy too many games at the same time usually. But during Steam sales, it's like unavoidable.
Steam
Steam sales.
All about them Steam
Yeah, and
sales.
finished God of War 3 recently, so that was a good game. And of course, now that I've beaten it, it's on sale on the PlayStation Store for $5, and I spent 20. So
There
that's
you go.
exciting.
That's always exciting. Always,
But yeah,
alright.
so that's what it is. Yeah, it should be a good show tonight. A lot of Nintendo stuff going on.
Yep. So, speaking of sales,
Oh,
let's
shit.
get right on into the first topic. So, for the first time, a Nintendo Switch eShop game is on sale. What is this game? So, Sumo Digital has announced it is discounting its unique puzzle platformer Snake Pass on the Nintendo Switch eShop, making it the first game to go on sale on the service since the console launched back in March. From today until July 4th, Switch owners can download the title for $12, 40% off the game's normal price, or $20. The Switch sale is only one of part of Sumo's has dubbed a summer of sales for the game. In addition to that, Snake Pass is on sale for PC as part of the Steam summer sale. So there you go, summer sales going on, and Steam users can download the title for $10 until July 5th. PC players can also get it. It's going to be also part of a Humble Store sale, which will also be $10, and that will be between July 5th and the 19th.
No, the part of Humble Bundle.
Yeah. So yeah, and there's also going to be some DLC. Doesn't say what's going to be a part of it or what it is, but yeah.
Maybe you can finally jump in a platformer.
I know. You know, it's a platformer, and you can't jump though. Can't
It's
jump.
more like a physics-based game.
Yeah, it's more like
Like
trash.
the way that they kind of advertise it is kind of misleading. Like it's not
Yeah.
really a platform. It's more like a puzzle, like physics game.
Puzzle.
Kind of like, yeah.
Okay. But I mean, you know, it's cool.
Yeah,
I mean,
first game on the eShop to be on sale. Cool stuff, I guess. I'm still not interested in that game, not even for $5. But if you're waiting for a sale on Snake Pass, there you go. It's on sale, 40% off.
Can't argue with
mad
that,
at
you know.
Yeah. Can't
Guess
argue with
not.
40% off.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Anybody plan on purchasing it who hasn't already gotten it?
As far as like sales are concerned on the freaking Nintendo eShop, like, can we get some like actual sales? Cause
No, they're not gonna tell
Pretty
us.
good.
no, I'm talking about
For
Nintendo's
other
games.
games.
Oh,
Yeah,
for
but-
Nintendo games, that's
No,
not
that's not happening. Stop that.
Y'all know how it goes with sales on freaking Nintendo consoles, man.
I don't hold my breath, so I
They
ain't
don't
worried
really
about
be
it.
sales. They just
It's
be
not
like,
sales,
hey,
They
you
don't
they
can-
get
just-
sales too often.
They be discounts, just minor discounts. So
instead of like getting our game for $60, you can get it for $55.
oh, that is so awesome. Thank you.
Better buy one for yourself and one for your friends.
Right.
Oh, shit.
Alrighty then. So nothing else to say about that topic, you guys?
It's not.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next. Apparently, Bubsy is upset he's not on the SNES Classic.
Oh god.
He hints at Switch games. So he is actually got a Twitter account, and he said, "Wait, what? No Bubsy? Wow, Mario can really hold a grudge. I like the Switch better anyway." So I have no clue why he felt the need to jump out there and say that, but that's pretty cool. It's funny. It's interesting. I like when some of the characters have a little, when they give them personality. But I'm gonna go ahead and read this little article and see what's going on. So retro gaming is alive and well right now. Nintendo's announcement of the SNES Classic Edition and the hoopla that followed afterwards clearly showcases this. Everyone for the major news outlets to even video game characters themselves have started talking about the SNES Classic. Bubsy, for some reason, is also coming back from the mascot grave and seems a bit upset
Son of a
that he wasn't
bitch.
included in the SNES Classic, and his quote was what I just told you guys. So
Mm.
I don't know what made him think he could just dig himself out of the grave and start talking shit. But okay, cool,
Bubsy.
whatever.
Do whatever he
He's
wants.
trying to pull a Sonic the Hedgehog footer.
Yeah, it's
I don't
not
know.
as funny though.
That's what he's trying to do.
So, does anybody want a Bubsy though for an SNES or any kind of Switch or anything like at all? Does anybody want Bubsy?
Nah, no.
I've never
No.
played the original. So
No.
I don't even
I
care.
don't even know what a Bubsy is. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Like I've never.
What's a
played that game.
Bubsy?
You guys never played Bubsy before?
Nope.
I've
Never
never
played a
played
Bubsy.
the-
I knew who it was, but I never could care less. Like it never interested me then. It's not gonna get me now. So stay in the
His
grave.
is another mascot. Like the Bubsy game is okay, but it's not like it's not as good as any other platformer really.
Okay, so it's an obscure one basically, kind of.
It's okay, but like nothing special.
It's there.
I'm trying to figure out who has fond memories of Bubsy. Because
Bubsy.
anytime talking about classic games and classic platformers, he is never in the
He's not brought up,
conversation.
yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. I never played Bubsy, so I don't know how good or bad the series was or the game was, but I kind of have an idea based on what I just said. Just based on what I just said. I never played the original, so I don't know. Maybe there's a cult following out there, people who actually like Bubsy or excited for his return, but
I don't know.
really.
I mean, I ain't gonna knock people if they are excited. So that's cool for y'all, but I don't know. I just
More
Never
games
gonna
is
be
always good. I'm not
It's
gonna
always
advocate
good.
for having
Yeah.
less games, but like
definitely
it's
not.
not something I would be interested in.
not worried about them too much. But
I
hey,
got enough
Bubsy's
platformers
back.
on Nintendo consoles to worry about a subpar one.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. That's kind of where I'm at, man.
That's right.
We're spoiled for choice with Nintendo when it comes to platformers.
Boy, let me tell you.
I mean, the best platformers on earth. There's no need to go
Yeah,
elsewhere.
the best platformers are always on Nintendo anyways, so. Bubsy doesn't really fit in, but
Hey,
welcome to the party, because everyone wants to be
guess.
part of the Switch game.
I know, right? But you know,
But
It is
no
what it
love for
is.
you on the SNES Classic, Bubsy. Sorry, you don't make the cut.
Nobody
you didn't make the cut.
Damn,
Nobody
son.
You don't make the cut.
Yeah, you didn't make the cut, fam. Sorry. All right. So, anything else on that topic, or shall we move on?
We should
Yeah, we can-
All right, let's go ahead and move on then. So, Minecraft, you guys. For those of you out there, Better Together update. More DLC hitting Switch, Wii U, and the Wii U tonight. So, as you probably know, we'll soon be bringing you the Better Together update, which will combine console and mobile editions into one super lovely version of Minecraft. But that doesn't mean we're twiddling our thumbs in the meantime. Console edition will still be getting updated with new features, and those platforms which won't support the Better Together update will continue getting updates even after it lands. With that in mind, here's an update for you. It should be rolling out right now across Xbox and PlayStation platforms, with Switch and Wii U to follow on later tonight. So the new features, you're going to get 7 new achievement trophies, new UI engine, saving significant memory, which should boost performance. Llamas, you get llamas, you guys.
I'm
Parrot.
not gonna lie, that's kind of hype. Llamas are pretty hype.
You
Llama
get some parrots.
boys.
You get llamas, parrots. You're gonna get some woodland mansions, treasure maps, some observer blocks, totem of undying. I don't know what that is, but okay. Some
weird Minecraft
some,
thing.
yeah, some weird Minecraft stuff. Bouncy beds, diable beds, options to change biomes.
When is the crossplay stuff happening?
I guess they're still working on that, cause it says they're trying to put this and mobile together, I guess. But the crossplay comes later, I'm assuming.
Oh, okay.
Let me see what it says down here some more. As well as these fancy features, the release also makes 2 new bits of DLC. Okay, so it's just more DLC that you're gonna be also getting, along with all the features that were listed. So I mean, be on the lookout for that. Updates are coming later tonight, actually.
Well, you know
So-
that the Minecraft on the Switch is also going to be getting that super duper graphics pack. I wonder if it's going to
Yeah.
get crossplay around that time when all of that stuff is kind of like,
I don't know. They haven't. They're not
The
talking
Switch is
about it.
getting the 4K texture pack.
yeah, they're getting a texture pack.
Why?
Or is it 1080p?
Right?
Listen, sir, I have no idea. All I know is that they're getting the super duper graphics.
Why are people excited about this graphics pack for this game, though?
They're idiots, that's why.
I don't know.
But the game itself, like, it doesn't. I don't know.
Yeah,
Never
that
mind.
game,
It doesn't make sense for graphics.
that game in 4K is still gonna look like Minecraft.
Yeah, so
Funky ass animations and stuff, like, who cares?
like the charm of it is the funky
Exactly,
animations.
that's
like,
the whole
why?
point of it.
Yeah, it's to be funky. Why would you want 4K? I don't know. Whatever. Hey, more power
Whatever.
to you. It's fine. I'm not even gonna get on that. So there's that. You get some DLC.
It was
You're gonna get.
It was just so funny to see them be excited for
I
that
know.
at the conference. I
And-
thought that was really funny.
You get some llamas. So
Llama
excitement.
boys.
Excitement across the board. Hey, llamas is not something to sniff your nose at. So.
Oh shoot.
So there you go.
Llama
Llamas.
boys.
Llamas. Fucking
All
llamas.
about that llama life.
Oh my god, llamas. I'm gonna be saying that throughout the whole thing now. Llamas. Alright, so anybody got anything they wanna put on, you know, I guess
It's
Minecraft?
cool. That game continues to get a lot of content.
It gets a lot.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
fuck
yeah,
you,
yeah.
Minecraft.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not a Minecraft player, but if you are a Minecraft player, like you get so catered to.
Yeah,
you do.
they definitely
Microsoft
listen to the
Law
community. They
companies.
definitely listen to the
They
community.
gave a lot more content since being bought out by Microsoft than when they were like on their own.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Like a
Yeah.
lot more content.
And I know some people-
I still remember when they were under whatever that dude's name was, and
Yeah.
he just refused to put it on a Nintendo console because he was like a dick.
Yeah,
and
that
then-
dude is kind of. He's
And
kind
then
of.
the second Phil Spencer took over, like a month later, it was on the Wii U.
And that was the best thing that they had ever done because the
Yeah.
Nintendo users really did actually take to Minecraft. So all those people who were crying about Minecraft, the freaking Meverse were not kidding. They put their mouth where their voices were.
Yeah,
so
they wanted
the
Minecraft.
money.
They wanted Minecraft a lot. They were like, look, put this shit up here now. And yeah, Home Dude was like,
Oh,
no,
fuck.
no Minecraft. I don't know why he was doing it, being a dick about it.
I don't know. Nick is an interesting person
mean,
in general. Have you guys seen the kind of stuff that he says? Like he's just kind of like
I don't pay attention to
he's
that dude.
unhappy or something.
My thing is
Going on.
Minecraft is kind of it was kind of obvious to put it on this. Yeah, Minecraft was kind of obvious to put it on like a Nintendo console though.
That's what happens when a fanboy becomes a developer, dude.
Right?
I guess
Is,
so.
like, is that what's going on for real? Like I just know he's kind of a jerk, low key.
Yeah,
Whatever.
whatever. It's not his shit no more, so whatever.
Exactly.
Like he still
Yeah.
be talking trash on Twitter. It's like, famo, I know
Like,
you're rich and everything.
Like,
but
thanks for making the game and all, but it's not yours anymore, so you know, whatever.
Exactly. It looks,
that's what happens when you get
You
just
sold-
so much money
you
than
sold the
you're used
property.
to.
Yeah,
That's
you
what
sold the
happens. You
property.
get money like that, and you
Better
think
calm
you
down before you lose
untouchable.
that money. You better calm down, cause that's your one-hit wonder. You sold.
That's
Right.
hilarious, right?
And that's
right?
all it is. It's a one-hit wonder.
hey
You
man, if he
sold
made
it.
that much money, I'll take a one-hit wonder any day.
I would
Right?
have kept it, cause all the franchise and stuff that goes behind
It
this
was never
fucking
gonna
thing,
be as
but-
big without Microsoft.
Yeah, it would. Microsoft has definitely made it bigger.
I don't know. It was
But-
already pretty big. Even
It was pretty
before-
big to
Yeah, but
start
like
off with,
Microsoft
but,
took
like,
it to that next level.
Yeah.
They were able to get more merchandise out there and more stuff and get it well known. So,
Yeah.
but hey, it's cool. At least Minecraft isn't being held from anyone. Like people
Yeah.
thought initially that that they were gonna hold it from people, but they
Yeah.
didn't. They gave it to everyone. So there you go, crossplay. Oh wait, never mind. Anyway, we're gonna go to the next
Oh,
topic.
damn.
Yeah, unless anybody has
Savage.
anything else extra to say. No, I didn't say anything. I kept going. So, just as a heads up, if Fire Emblem Warriors is received well, the dev team would like to make a sequel. So, coming from a Nintendo Live interview with Yosuke, I'm probably gonna screw up his name, of Koei Tecmo, and Masahiro of Intelligent Systems, Fire Emblem has enjoyed a long history
Oh,
of
fuck.
success in Japan, but has only recently become mainstream in the West with the launch of Awakening for the 3DS. With Hyrule Warriors, Zelda was already massively popular. Is it the hope that Fire Emblem Warriors will further establish the Fire Emblem franchise popularity? And Higuchi-san says, well, of course we'd be happy if players who played this game became more interested in the Fire Emblem franchise and went back to past games and played those. That would be a great result. But basically, what we're excited about with this project was having these characters from past FE games show up in a warrior game where they could be involved in the thrilling action of taking on.
Oh, that was pretty.
Hold
What
on.
is happening?
There, I had to mute you, Nia. Background noise. So anyway, gonna go back to what I was doing. If Fire Emblem's fans play this, and this is the first time they play a Warriors game and they fall in love with the Warrior style games, that's great. If Warrior fans play a Fire Emblem themed game and grow interested in the franchise, that would be great too. If everything goes well and people enjoy the game, it would be great to make a sequel where we could offer many of the other characters that people have been hoping will show up in the game. So yeah, there's more to the interview, but this is the major meat and potatoes. So what is your take on Fire Emblem's getting a sequel? If it's received well, we'll start with Darkstar. How would you feel about that?
I think it'd be pretty good for the series overall. Like, this is probably the only... I don't like Warriors games at all. I didn't even like Hyrule Warriors. Like, I thought it was pretty meh. I didn't like it at all. But Fire Emblem Warriors, like, the characters and the setting is perfect for this type of gameplay. It's interesting, and I like the way that they bleed it. They bleed the soul of Fire Emblem into not Hyrule Wars, but like the Warrior style gameplay, and it works perfectly. So it doesn't feel forced. It doesn't feel gimmicky. It feels like this is a solid game. It's supposed to look like this. It's supposed to play like this, and it just feels really nice. So if they make another one, you know, if they can get that frame rate to 60 frames per second, that would be great. You know what I'm saying? Let's aim for 60. But
I don't know with that shitty ass engine they use.
I almost feel like it's too much for them.
Yeah, they use the old engine too.
Yeah,
by the way.
the old engine. They're doing the new engine on their own game.
Yeah, of course.
I can't be mad at that.
I ain't mad about it, but it would have been nice.
It's a missed opportunity.
Yeah. The only thing about it is, like, I would have preferred if they had a, like, maybe debuted their game first and then came out with this one, and that way we could have had it
then
on
we could
the
have
system.
the new engine.
Yeah,
true.
One that doesn't run like shit and look terrible.
But the fact that they're bringing this out first and then they debuted theirs is kind of like, y'all couldn't have waited, really? Really? Like, nobody was like fiending for this game, but we knew it was coming. We just didn't know when. But okay. I don't know. I think it's a good deal, you know, to get a sequel. I would like to see.
What is this nigga doing?
I'm sure it'll do well. Like Hyrule Warriors did $1 million, right?
Yeah. So if this does get a sequel, I hope they put it on the new engine, though. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, I agree with that.
At the very least, if it does get a sequel, put it on the new engine. And if I don't see Ike in this one,
he's not there. He's not there.
For DLC, I can't even talk.
And I will get the game when the DLC comes out.
Right.
You already know that's gonna happen. Right. But you know, it's crazy because, you know, they were saying how they're only gonna be bringing characters from, what was it, Shadow Dragon and Fire Emblem Awakening, and was it Fates?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know why. I mean, here's what I think.
Like, why limit yourself? I don't get it.
Here's what I think they're gonna do. This is what they're gonna do. They're gonna start bringing in more Fire Emblem characters from different Fire Emblem games, and they're gonna bring them as DLC. Because those, like, the more popular...
It sounds that way. It seems that way. Like, they're gonna DLC us to death, and if that's the case, I'm not gonna be buying a game you're gonna just be throwing DLC at us all day. Like, you should have a large roster to start off with, the main people.
Because, like, Hyrule Warriors had a lot of characters.
Yeah, Hyrule Warriors did too, yeah.
Like, give us a main roster of the main people that everybody's been fiending and want, then DLC characters can be all the other extra people.
Yeah. I don't know, you can't not have Ike in the game, that's crazy.
Like, that's kind of stupid. And Lucina, for that matter.
Yeah,
Lucina's an awakening character, so there's a high probability she's gonna be...
She'll show up eventually, she's a fucking waifu.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true, she is.
Yeah, she's like main waifu bae or some crap. Like, ugh, whatever. Bad taste. But, I don't care. I don't like her. She's not very, no. But, you know, it's whatever. We'll see what happens. But this is good news. So they're willing to make a sequel if Fire Emblem Warriors does well, and hopefully we can get the sequel on the better engine, because F my life.
Yeah, I'm not getting it.
But-
I don't accept that frame rate. It's not okay to me. Not for a fucking exclusive game. No way.
Yeah, a lot of people were talking. Like Digital Foundry had like the whole video on it, and they were like,
I was
"Yo,
watching the video. The game runs like shit. It can't even stay
Yeah.
consistently. That's not acceptable.
I don't know,
Serious?
I don't know, dog. Like whenever like like when the characters come on screen to do the little introductions and stuff,
Yeah.
I don't like the frame rate drops heavy, and I don't know why, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
it's so bad.
it doesn't make any
There's still
sense,
time to
dog.
fix that stuff, so like there's still a chance they can get it sorted. But there's no way that game's gonna turn into a 60 FPS game from now till then. They'll probably just get it
Wow.
stable 30, which is annoying.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
game is not like a beautiful game. So I don't. It's just
The-
that shitty engine they're using.
The character models do look
Yeah,
really
they
nice though.
should use- Yeah, they did. It looks a lot better than what Hyrule Warriors look like, but at the
Yeah,
same
it's
time,
definitely
it's
better
just
than Hyrule Warriors.
it's a definite step up from that because I saw them when they showed
but
side
it's
by
not saying
side,
much.
but it's not much. Yeah, that's not saying much.
Yeah, true.
But I mean, I like my hack and slash games, so we'll see what happens before I purchase it. It's not a day one buy,
And
definitely
then
not.
the second travesty is no Ike, so it's like, two
Well,
strikes
yeah,
for
that's
me.
Double
that's
whammy.
two strikes. Yeah.
It's a
That's
double
a double
whammy.
whammy.
Not happy.
That's a double whammy.
But I'm sure it'll do well because it's
People like Fire Emblem now.
Fire Emblem is big now, so that's good.
Yeah, so it should do well despite the.
Oh my god, we have the story here.
situations.
I'm not gonna lie. I really like Fire Emblem, so I'm probably gonna scoop it regardless. Like,
That's fine.
hopefully they patch it up or something, because that stuff. So I haven't seen that.
It's just not gonna be a day
Go
one
watch
buy
it on
for me.
Digital Foundry. They have a whole
Yeah.
video up.
Yeah, they got a video up on it. I'm still gonna get it at some point, but I need to know Ike is in it, and hopefully they do some kind of update to it. Maybe between now and before it comes out, they'll fix some of the issues with it. Hopefully, but I mean, I won't hold my breath.
Ah,
We'll see what happens. But it's something that I do plan on picking up because I did want Fire Emblem Warriors. So gotta take what I can get, I guess. Gotta take what I can get. Maybe I'll sucker somebody else into purchasing it for me for my birthday. Hell yeah, there we go. Problem solved. Moving on to the next topic, unless anybody has anything else they would like to add.
no.
All right. Well, speaking of frame rates and all that goodness, Monster Hunter Double X Switch version will run at 30 FPS. Isn't that lovely? Yes, Double Cross. This is
You mean that
totally
3DS port?
yeah.
Like, I don't understand how this is a thing, considering it's a 3DS port.
This is the fat. No. I'll tell you
Is it
why.
because they want consistency with.
No.
3DS? Is that what it is?
I'll tell you exactly
I don't-
why. There's a very
But-
simple reason for all this. It's because they have to get this game out way before Worlds comes out on PS4. They have to get it out as soon as possible. So getting this game to 60 frames per second, that would have taken too much time, too much extra work. They said, fuck that. We know they'll buy it regardless. So fuck it. Just make it 30 frames. And then next year, early in 2018,
Bad reality.
it is. That's
When
how it
does
happens.
Worlds come out?
Early next year.
Next year.
Yeah.
year.
Okay, so they had all whatever. Anyway, all right. So Monster Hunter Summit tournament took place in big site in Tokyo over the weekend, and players were able to try out Switch version of Monster Hunter Double X at the event. Monster Hunter. Professor Adam Ivanko, best known as something or other. What is that? Gaijin Hunter also attended the event and tried out Monster Hunter Double Cross. His findings confirmed that the game will run at 30 FPS on the Switch, just like the 3DS version before it. Cross-play between both the Switch and 3DS versions will be supported. Double Cross will release for the Nintendo Switch on August 25th in Japan, and you won't get to see it at all in North America. Awesome.
Yep. Oh man.
Just thought I'd throw that out there because it's kind of like it's 30
It's,
FPS.
it's
We're
irrelevant
not
to
getting
me.
It's like we're not
This
getting
game
it,
is
so who
irrelevant. Until
cares?
it's localized, I don't care.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. We're not getting it, so what do we care? Anybody else got anything on it?
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
It's Capcom. because
Capcom just continuously proves how shitty they are.
They stay cutting corners, fam.
They'll do,
Cutting corners.
they're the funniest shits ever because they'll do something good and then suddenly they'll go right behind themselves and undermine
Oh, they're
something good that
so
they did. It's like,
shady.
why do you do this to yourself? You shoot yourself. You're made for Nintendo. You shoot yourself in the foot just like Nintendo.
That's true.
You're so made for Nintendo. Like,
Oh my god.
Yo,
But
they're like
whatever.
the biggest fucking backstabbers of the Switch.
oh my god.
You know what's sad about
They are,
this?
though.
You know what's sad about this though? The fact that Xbox is gonna get a Dragon or a Monster Hunter game
That's-
before the Switch does in North America.
Yeah, that's very depressing.
But you know, wait and see,
Gonna
right?
get
But
it.
whatever.
But whatever.
Whatever. I mean, I don't care. It's whatever. But Capcom is.
Like I said, if that shit don't, if it ain't coming over here, it's a non-factor.
It's irrelevant. Like if it doesn't come to North America, it might as well not exist in our world.
Yeah, it just
Not to
doesn't
me,
exist.
for real.
Like at least not to
As
me.
far as I'm concerned, that game doesn't exist because I don't speak Japanese.
Exactly.
If I import it, I can't read that.
Exactly.
Right?
English text is like it's.
Now
it's
see,
especially.
As I had
Now,
some people like,
Capcom
oh,
was
just
smart.
import the game. I'm
That-
like,
those people don't understand how Monster Hunter works. Like that's a very text-heavy game.
No, this is funny. This would be interesting. Now, if Capcom was smart, it's just because they don't want to bring it over to North America, they would have made some translation version of it. Keep it in
hell?
Japanese speaking, but you could have did the
just
translation
have,
in
exactly,
English.
just translate it. You don't even have to do the voices.
You don't have to do the voices.
There's no voice acting in the game.
That's what I'm saying. Just translate it. Just translate it and keep it in Japan. People would have purchased it.
Then we
on
could have
the,
imported it at
we
least.
could have imported it
At least.
Yeah, even though
That
that's
would've-
still ridiculous, but whatever.
It's still ridiculous, but it would have been an
At least that's
alternative.
an option.
But you know, for all you,
I don't know.
Yeah,
Make it
all you
Japanese
all you Japanese speakers out there, good luck, Chuck. Not us.
only. Go translate the game for us and repackage it for me.
And on the
Yo, what up,
Oh
David?
my god.
Yes.
I am here. Wait, is that a
on the heels of the
Hero
3DS
Academia?
hype, we got Sonic Forces on the Switch. Also,
referencer?
so
This is
it's
the
really,
biggest travesty of the night, I think.
it's like really not a surprise. So Sonic Forces on the Switch is clocked in at 30 FPS. The PS4, Xbox One, PC versions are running a smooth 60 FPS.
Wait, hold on, wait, what? I didn't hear about this. What the fuck?
You didn't hear about this?
No.
Late to the party. Let me finish
Late
and we'll
to the
get into
party.
this.
Yeah,
The overall
buckle up.
presentation in the Switch version is pretty much the same as other versions, albeit with some texture differences. When we look at a third-party ports available on Xbox One, PS4, and Switch, seeing some scaling back in the Switch version only makes sense. Why? What? Anyway, okay, so I don't know. I don't know what the excuse is. I need to hear what the excuse is for this fuckery.
The Switch can't run Sonic, but it can run Mario Odyssey. It's
Exactly. What? Oh, nah, that's bullshit, dude. I don't accept that at all. What the fuck?
Laziness. Like they did all the other versions, decided they were gonna put it on the Switch, and didn't want to even take the time to scale it. Like
Now, when I first made
I
the
don't know.
video, like my news video talking about this, I had so many people coming in there and damage controlling.
Who?
You got it bad. Like this was originally a PS4 and Xbox game. You should just be happy it's coming to the Switch. I'm like, no. Why would
No.
anyone be happy with a version that looks worse and runs worse?
Wasn't Sonic?
Insane.
Wasn't the previous Sonic games on the Wii U 60 frames per second though?
I don't know.
I feel like it
a
was.
few of them were.
Some are, some are not. Apparently, but like this game is 60 FPS on the competition,
Yeah.
and it's not the hardware. Because you can just scale down the graphics.
We'll just make it 30 FPS so people will go to the Xbox, PlayStation,
Like,
and PC and buy
this
it for
is
the better
crazy.
frame rate. Mm.
Like, it's mostly Sega's fault, but at the same time, like Nintendo's allowing this.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, Nintendo should be like, nah, take this trash back.
I'm doing alright, my boy David.
Optimize it.
Yeah,
I'm struggling out here though with this Nintendo news right now,
it's
dog.
not fair. Some
Yeah.
people want to buy it on the Switch. It's just simply
Yeah.
unfair.
You know, I remember like during the 360 generation, like people used to get so angry because Microsoft had this clause for third-party games that if they were to put third-party games on their system, like there has to be like parity.
Yep,
across
yep.
it.
Mhm.
And like a lot of people were really mad about Microsoft, but to be honest, that's smart.
That's smart.
That's smart.
Like you're protecting your user base, you're protecting
Yeah.
your brand, and the fact that Nintendo allows these third-party developers to just put any old thing on their consoles, like that's a reflection on them, and it's not only a reflection on them, but you're basically in agreement that this company treats your user base like this.
Yeah.
And I think
Exactly.
that's really, to me, it's not even about the fact that it's running 30 frames, because if it's locked, I don't care. I would prefer 60, but 30 is okay if it's locked. But like it's just the principle. The principle is really what makes me
Yeah.
upset, because you know
It's like you're allowing these companies
Exactly.
to give you watered down versions of games that are on other systems. Like, we can't have this. Like, if we're getting any
Right.
kind of games, if we're getting games that are multi-plat elsewhere, we should have parity. We
That's
shouldn't
how I
have
feel.
this whole,
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no reason for it because
there's none.
again, it's yeah, hardware wise, it won't look visually as good, but like we're talking about frame rate
No,
here.
I don't-
Like,
I
you
don't-
can't cut that
man,
shit in
That's
half.
frame rate. We're not talking about
Listen,
visuals.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you right now, okay? And I was talking to you guys about this in the Team Red chat a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
When I had my old card was comparable to maybe.
Keep calm and just play arms, aka catch these hands.
600 series
I can at least
card,
running 60
right?
frames per second on the
And
Switch
I
though.
was
That's
playing
true.
Titanfall 2
But this is
60
just-
frames. It didn't look as
dog.
pretty, but I was
This
playing
is
Titanfall
just
2 at 60
Sonic though.
frames. You cannot tell me that the Switch is weaker than a 500 to 600 series card.
Yeah,
So
like
if
before
you're-
I upgraded to my card, I had a GTX 750 Ti,
Yeah.
which is very similar to like an Xbox One. And I was running pretty much every game at 60 FPS, but sometimes you have to like lower down the resolution.
Exactly. You might
or,
have to
like,
do
lower
some
down the
extra
visual
things in the
settings, but,
settings,
like,
right? So
And
you
that's what
can.
I would do with the Switch.
Thank you. And when I tell people like, okay, like there's certain games that you know for sure would not work on the Switch because. Of
Where's
the
her
sheer
sword? Her
gravity
sword
of them.
fucking disappeared,
Games
dog.
like
What the
Anthem,
hell?
For sure. Like,
Probably
that's the
won't
kind
run
of
on the
game that
Switch,
probably
yeah.
would not
Yeah,
run
Switch would have to
optimally
kill. The fuck?
on the Switch. But you cannot tell me a
A
game like
Sonic.
Forces
You can't do it.
not run 60 frames per second. Like you can't tell me that because and even I saw like
Her sword disappears when she
the
runs,
whole
dog.
debate
Wow.
about Overwatch coming to the Switch. People are playing Overwatch right now on integrated graphics cards. You cannot tell me
Exactly.
that the Nintendo Switch cannot run these, especially games like Sonic Forces. Get out of here!
But they
Get out.
actually believe this stuff.
And they believe it.
Like, you gotta be crazy if you think the Switch can't run Overwatch.
It can. The devs even said
They're
Like
running
you're
that
telling
game on-
me.
They're running that game on Intel integrated graphics.
That's what I'm saying. That's crazy.
Oh my
And
goodness.
I even got on Real Gamer. Shout out to Real Gamer, that's my homie. But I got on Real Gamer the other day because he made a video the other day saying the same thing about how Sonic Forces is probably not going to be able to run optimally at 60 frames because of the hardware. And I'm just like,
I wish people would get off this hardware shit. Like people don't seem to understand. It's not the hardware.
Yeah,
We're not
I should have corrected him when we were doing
Yeah,
that morning
like-
show. That's bad. That's my bad. I didn't correct
We're
him.
not in that
But,
era
like,
anymore with Nintendo at this point. With
It's
where-
not a hardware issue.
It's a Sonic game though.
Damn Sonic game.
And even if it
can't,
was,
like-
it's a Sonic game.
it's a Sonic
It's
game.
a Sonic game, guys. Like,
Sonic.
a
Like,
very-
y'all wildin',
very
bro.
linear game that
Over
looks
here.
okay. It's not like visually amazing.
Right?
And we're talking about Mario Odyssey here, open world game that looks a hell
Way
of a
better
lot better.
looking.
And
Way
that's
better
60
looking.
FPS. They could have just bumped the resolution down. I don't even think they bumped it down to 720. They could have did that, and then
That's what I'm
brought down the
saying.
texture quality and stuff. So like, there's other stuff they could have done, but like second.
This can easily run Overwatch. Oh, definitely, dude. Definitely. That game is not intense at all.
They're so lazy.
They basically got lazy, and then Nintendo is no better for just being like, well, okay, we'll take this. Like, no.
Yeah, that's
you're
what
not.
I'm saying. Like a
Like,
lot of the
no.
blame is on. Obviously,
on-
a lot of
it's-
the blame is on Sega because they're making the damn game.
It's
But, like,
most of it is on Sega, but it is Nintendo's fault.
This
as
is
well.
Nintendo's fault.
And, like, and I get it because back in the day, Nintendo was super strict on third parties. Like they had
Yeah.
all these crazy guidelines, and they tried to
They need to go back
yeah,
to
but
a
having
little bit of
parity is
that.
not
Yeah.
a bad thing.
They need to have a little bit of that strictness, just a little bit, not a lot.
Just to
but
keep 'em in
don't
check,
go away,
yeah.
But enough to keep it in check. Basically,
Whatever.
parity,
It's not open world. It's sandbox. It's the same idea. It's a hell of a lot more open world than Sonic.
right?
It's a hell of a lot open than a Sonic game, and it's doing more than a freaking Sonic game.
Yeah,
You know
that
what I
Sonic
mean?
game is linear as shit. You gotta-
Either way, it can still get.
The Wii U was running Lost World at 60 frames. Like I don't know why the
that's
Switch can't run
like,
Forces at 60 frames. That doesn't make any sense.
On the go. Yes, you can take it on the go with 30 frames.
David, you are
take it
right,
to
my
go
boy.
with 30, but like 60 in the dock should be a thing. Like I'm like, first of all, if you have a Switch, you shouldn't settle for nothing less than
Exactly.
nothing less than
That
phenomenal.
we're not in a fucking peasant situation anymore like the Wii U. Like this
Yeah,
console's
yeah.
popular, people are buying it, it's sold out everywhere.
And they're still
There's
giving
no
us
reason
peasantry like
for this
handouts.
peasant nonsense.
Yeah, they're doing this peasantry, not peasantry
fucking-
handout.
Oh, it,
I hate that shit.
And
Oh,
if you
just-
And my
That
thing
shit
is
does-
if you sit back and just allow it to happen, you're gonna constantly keep getting shit like this. Like if we speak up and let Nintendo know, no, we want parity across the fucking board. Like that bullshit with the
You
fucking
have to let
games
them
that
know.
costed $10 extra and all that shit. If we have a step back on that, we're gonna get games that cost more on Switch.
I want to play
opposed
this game
other
so fucking
consoles,
bad,
where we'll
dude.
get games that are 30 frames per second as opposed to 60 on other consoles, which usually is 30
That
on
frame
other
rate needs to
consoles.
go,
Which is surprise,
son. This
surprise
frame rate
to
needs to
fucking me.
change.
And you know the crazy thing about this too is that most of the people who are probably gonna buy this game are probably gonna be on Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sonic.
Ain't nobody on Xbox worrying about the
Ain't
Sonic.
nobody, yeah, they don't care. They're not getting it on no Xbox and PlayStation.
Well-
They have hundreds
few
of
of them
games
here
to
in-
choose from.
yeah.
They're not worried about Sonic.
When was the last time a
Some of
Sonic
them
game
here
came
and
out on
there,
PS4 and Xbox?
It's been this will be the first one in what, like 3 years or something?
Exactly.
Wii U had a
Two-
Wii U had a
2006.
3 game
2006.
deal.
Yeah.
Fan base has moved over to Nintendo.
But like even
Yeah.
so, like
I don't know.
Even the 3DS ran Smash at 60
Just-
frame right?
principles
Oh
matter.
my
You shouldn't
god.
settle for less.
That's
period, point
bad.
blank.
If you want a perfect example, like recently, Grand Theft Auto took out mods and people spoke out, and
Yeah.
then Rockstar brought the mods back
Yeah. So
on PC because like people were like, nah, we're not fucking having it, and then they brought it back. They're like,
Yeah.
people just want to. I don't know what it is, but on the console side, people are just so content with not
content with
being
just
okay
getting
with it.
mediocrity.
Exactly.
Oh, it's fine. At least we got it.
Yeah, in their eyes, it's better than
That's why we
nothing in
have
their
a
eyes.
console like the Xbox One S and the PS4 Pro. That's why we have shit like that garbage.
Oh no.
Because people are just okay with everything. Like nobody should have been okay with a new console coming out after what 3 years.
And not even delivering 1080 60
Mm, yeah,
Doesn't
mhm.
even deliver the promise that they promised back in 2012. Like,
4K
get outta
30
here.
frames. 4K and 30, not
They
even
can't
4K.
even do 1080 60, which is what they promised us this gen.
Yeah, and we haven't even gotten that yet.
Nope.
But you want to go 4K?
Yeah.
You're not gonna
But,
get
you know,
4K.
it's a
Yeah.
beast.
It's a beast. Hashtag it's a beast.
People out here that are like, why does it matter if the games are 60 frames? Like, people have to understand,
They
like,
don't because
frame rate is directly,
it,
This is not like we're talking about graphics here.
like, it's not even
It's
a
not
graphics thing.
frame rate affects your
Frame
gameplay.
rate
It
directly
affects your
affects
gameplay.
gameplay. And like,
People don't
if
seem to
you're not worried
understand
about
that,
gameplay, then you probably don't even like games.
Yeah, exactly.
See, look at this game I'm playing right now. Look at this choppy ass shit.
That's frame rate you're looking at.
This is just shitty ass frame rate.
That is literally frame rate right there. All the
This is
all
like-
the
That's literally flame.
all that glitchiness, all
Look at
that
all this, like, it's
stutter,
just freezing randomly.
freezing up. That is what frame rate does. That is a prime
This is
example.
like
And
poor frame rate.
so you want this on a Sonic game, and you know how fast he gotta go.
It's all about optimization. It's mostly laziness on Sega's part. They're just trying to rush out a Switch version because they want to get all platforms out at the same time.
Yeah, like this is old school gaming. So,
So I agree,
this
optimization is
why
important, but
we're in
like
2017 going.
if they're gonna be lazy, I don't care how much
Still
optimization
talking
they
about
want to talk
frame
about. If
rate
they're gonna be
issues.
lazy about it, that kind of
Right.
pisses me
That's what
off.
I'm talking about. And
That,
like,
that should not be a thing in
And
today.
like, I wouldn't even care as
Game
much if all the versions were 30. The thing that irritates me is because only this one is.
Only
Yeah,
this for
yeah.
only
That's
switches.
the
is
thing.
30.
That's why it's so annoying.
That's the
It's like the
yes.
Xbox version is 60, the PS4 is 60, and obviously the PC is as high as you want it, really.
Yeah,
Yeah,
whatever
like-
you want.
Like, it's just so irritating. There's no reason for it.
Yeah.
That's the other thing, is that there's literally no reason for it.
no,
What the fuck is this horse doing?
freaking common sense over here in my chat. He's like, console only gamers really don't get it, and I hate to be that, but like me and Alex, like y'all know me and Alex, like we have PCs, like we've been playing PC for a while, and I don't try to come on here and sound like I just know everything, but PC gaming has shown me some stuff that I didn't even really think about on the console side of things before I started playing on PC. Literally, the only difference between putting a game on something like the Nintendo Switch and something like the Xbox and the PlayStation is literally a setting.
Right.
That's literally it. It's a setting. Like, literally. Like, I can go into a PC game right now and take out, like, some of the shadows, like, decrease some of the aliasing, stuff like that, and I can still have an optimal experience. Like, that's literally the difference. Like, and that's why I get so triggered when people talk about, oh, where's the hardware? Like, no, fam. We are in an age right now where
We're living in a
Also-
generation where a GTX 1050 Ti can give you 4K 60 in Forza.
it, thank you. Because we're living in an age of optimization, fam. Like, it's like people don't understand what that means.
Basically, like-
Optimization.
And that's more apparent in console because like there you have a limited hardware. But like it could have been done, but they're just not doing it because like you look at all the games that Nintendo's released: Splatoon
Yeah.
2, 60 FPS; ARMS, 60 FPS; Mario's gonna be 60 FPS; Mario
Yep.
Kart is 60 FPS. all of those games look better than Sonic.
Yep.
You can't
Yep.
hear Nia, you guys?
Huh?
They say they can't hear Nia.
Well, everyone's volume is the same on here, so I don't know what to tell
Yeah,
you.
I don't know. I'm gonna say this one thing and I'm done because I'm like legit triggered. But like I think that really what needs to happen, and I've said this, that this needs to be like console games need to start having settings
Yeah.
so that I can optimize my own experience. So
Why
that we won't
don't
have
they?
like these
They're pretty much
issues.
watered down PCs at this point.
That's what I'm saying. Like, just give me settings in a console game and let me choose whether or not I want 60 frames or not.
Yeah, because, like, I don't want these idiots who want 4K 30 not to get their shitty 4K 30. So, like, they should be able to play in a terrible frame rate if they want. But, like, when we're talking with consoles like the Pro and the Scorpio, 1080 60 shouldn't even be a problem.
Yeah.
But, like, they just don't do it. Like, a game has to be specifically patched for it? Like, that's so dumb.
Just let me choose, fam.
Just let them-
Just let me choose. And like people are like, how is that gonna work on a console? Like they're literally doing it right now, a boost mode on the PlayStation
They're
4.
doing it, yeah. Like, Rise of the
Wow.
Tomb Raider does it on the Pro. You can choose performance mode or graphics mode. Like, it's not hard. Other companies can do it as well.
Common sense, it obviously depends on the game.
Yeah.
Cause he's like, are you sure that a 1050 Ti isn't just for 1080 60? They never specify 4K 60. But it depends on the
Well,
game.
they said recommended settings.
It depends highly on the game. Like some games can do it, some games obviously cannot.
It's not for every game, just Forza.
Yeah.
Because Forza's easy to run. Which is why I was laughing so hard when everyone was so excited that the Xbox could do 4K and Forza's like, it's a fucking racing game, calm down.
The only moving parts of that
Oh,
game
man.
is the car, so.
Exactly, everything else is stationary. But it is-
Alrighty then. So
Alright,
we're
I didn't mean to turn this into a
It's just free online all around.
Yeah,
So
like,
we're done with that, David. It's over,
the
dog.
things that people are saying about
Free online's
Sonic
over,
Forces
man.
is wilding me out, fam. That's all I'm
It's
saying.
hilarious. That's why I just don't even argue anymore. It's like it.
I'm not buying this
can't-
game
you can't
anymore.
change- You just can't change people.
I'm gonna get it on my PlayStation or.
I'll
PC,
probably
but
get it on
not
PC.
I'm not buying it on Switch. No, no,
Yeah.
no.
I might get it on PC.
I was
then.
excited to get it on the Switch.
I
'cause
wanted to
thought
get it
that'd
on
be
the
fun,
Switch, but like,
I'm hearing like somebody was telling me even Sonic Mania is gonna be 30 on.
Pause, my boy.
okay, hold on, pause, my homie. How is that even a thing?
That's impossible. That's literally impossible,
Still
though.
not confirmed yet, but I hope that's not.
We'll find. We'll talk about that if it's confirmed.
comes,
but,
yeah.
Oh my god.
These third parties, man.
Let's just move on.
These third parties, man.
This is
Yeah.
This will-
still
parties,
love
man.
that.
Yeah,
Third
this will
parties.
this will wild us out, but there's third parties for you. So anyway, so the SNES Classic Edition officially announced, and it's going to be releasing September
Hell
29th.
yeah.
So there's a whole bunch of spiel here that I'm not gonna read, but we're gonna talk about the games at the very least. So what games are gonna be on this thing? So we have Contra 3, the Alien Wars. Damn it, you couldn't have been fucking Contra. Okay,
Oh,
Donkey.
before you start that, it comes out September 29th. It's gonna be $80.
80 bucks. 80 bucks. Oh, that's not bad, actually. That's not bad at all. And it's already sold out, just in case you're wondering. So keep a lookout for,
I wouldn't say it's sold out. Something like the North America hasn't even started open.
Yeah, they haven't opened those
Yeah.
pre-orders yet. Just
I think it's only sold out in UK.
it's sold out
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
UK right now. They're
UK,
still
Amazon,
waiting
that's
to
the only
open
ones
it
that
over here.
pre-order, so.
But be on the lookout. I would advise people to go find the places that they're at and put a notice. But so Contra 3, The Alien Wars, Donkey Kong Country, Earthbound, Final Fantasy 3, F-Zero, Kirby Superstar, Kirby Dream Course, The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, Mega Man X, Secret of Mana, hell yeah, Star Fox, and then Star Fox 2, Street Fighter 2 Turbo Hyper Fighting, Super Castlevania 4, Super Ghouls and Ghosts, Super Mario Kart, Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars,
like this looks so
Super
cool.
Mario World, Super Metroid, Super Punch Out, hell yeah, Yoshi Island, and let me see, all of these games be considered. In particular, I'm just checking to make sure ain't nothing else on here. And it says all of these games would be considered classics by anyone's standards, and some of them in particular, Secret of Mana, Final Fantasy 3, Earthbound, and Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars, are massive role-playing games that can take dozens of hours to complete, even for super fans who have played all of these games multiple times. So, there you have it. Those are the games on the list here. Let me
That list
see.
is a who's who of the Super Nintendo generation.
That's a, and you know what's funny is I never
The who's
actually.
who.
That's
I know
right.
this is gonna be blasphemy, but I never actually got to own a SNES, so I have to get one.
Good
Now
God.
And I want it.
You were a Sega baby. That's fine.
So, yeah, my dad came home with a Sega Genesis one day. I was like,
You
oh,
poor
okay.
child.
Hey, you're not alone,
Whatever.
Coupon. You're not alone, yo.
I was fortunate
I
enough to.
I love my
have
my
both,
Sega
but-
Genesis. I had some wonderful memories, so I ain't worried about it. But I had a friend who lived next door who had the SNES, so I did get to play all the games. I just didn't have one. That's all. So that's
The
fine.
Nintendo 64 is also sold
but
out. What are you talking
on
about,
to
dude?
that, you also have Nintendo is announcing that they will have significantly more SNES Classic Edition units
Yeah.
than an NES Classic, only planned for 2017. So they're only selling it through this year, and then I guess it's going to be discontinued. So let me read this
Then
little
they're
excerpt.
working on the N64 mini.
Right? Pretty much. We aren't providing specific numbers, but we will produce significantly more units of Super NES Classic Edition than we did for the NES Classic Edition. Super Nintendo Entertainment System Super NES Classic Edition. Oh my God, you guys, with this name is currently planned to ship for September 29th until the end of the calendar year of 2017. At this time, we have nothing to announce regarding any possible shipments beyond this year. Our long-term efforts are focused on delivering great games for the Nintendo Switch system and continuing to build momentum for the platform, as well as serving the more than 63 million owners of the Nintendo 3DS family and not moving them over to the Switch. Like, God damn it, you need to move the people over. But yeah, so for the most part, they plan on making more, putting more of the Super NES Classic in production, which is something we definitely need. I personally am not gonna hold my breath because I don't think they're gonna. I think it's gonna be some shady dealings with the people behind the scenes, not Nintendo themselves, but the people at the stores.
You already.
Because yeah, because after working with GameStop and seeing what happens, most of these people at the stores tend to hoard them for themselves, purchase them just before stores open, and then whatever's left is what they give to the general public. So be on the lookout for stupidity happening,
That's why you pre-order.
standing in lines and all that good stuff. You can pre-order, but there's a possible chance that your pre-order will still get taken by an in-store clerk, depending. If you
Yo,
pre-order it,
that
if you
clerk is gonna
depending.
get a fucking boot in his face.
I'm just giving you a heads up. If you pre-order in store, be mindful the clerks might be stupid and do some shit like that. Pre-order it online is your best.
Even the
option.
GameCube Classic's already gone, dog.
This is warehouse people.
Yo, son, is it like a
warehouse
GameCube Classic?
people,
That
they're-
I want
they're-
that. I don't think I would
they're
sell
gonna
that.
get
I'd probably keep that
theirs
for myself,
later,
dude.
I guess. But it just-
It's just the dudes in the stores. They care.
Yeah.
they work there so they can get the 411 and whatnot.
People like
but,
Real Gamer out there stealing all of them at the stores.
Rip.
you got your heist guys who your scalper guys. They're making heists and shit, getting the shipment of the fucking trucks and shit. They're stopping
okay.
truck shipments. That shit is crazy. Yeah, with those freaking amiibos, they
Damn,
did
bro.
that.
Oh yeah.
All I'm gonna say is like I told y'all, like I want one of these, but I'm gonna like force denial myself to not want one just in case I'm not able to get my hands on one.
That's sad. How tragic.
So I won't feel like because like
Oh shit, it's
I
fucking
had
Nader
one
9.
as
What up,
a
Nader?
kid, but I didn't grow up with the NES. Whereas with the SNES, that's the era that I grew up with.
Yeah,
So I
that's
grew up
what I
with the
grew up with.
console. So like this console is more appealing to me than the NES Classic was, and a lot of these games I didn't play because I was poor as a kid. So I really only just like.
You guys didn't have rental stores back then in your
We
area?
did, but we didn't really go often. Like it wasn't a priority,
Yeah, when I was a kid, I would rent games because I couldn't afford to buy them. But like, I rented a shit ton of Super Nintendo games back in the day.
Yep. Rentals, man, those were the days. So, also continuing with some SNES Classic Edition, the Star Fox 2 has to be unlocked by completing Star Fox, the
First of
first
all,
Star Fox
They're
level.
actually releasing Star Fox 2, which was never released, which is
Right.
great that they're actually doing that. That is
I'm glad that they're doing that.
that is so
ma-
cool.
Are people
That makes it even
complaining
better.
that you have to unlock the first level because you already know you're just gonna have to go through Corneria and you're done? Like it's not hard.
Yeah, it's just the first level. It's really
I don't
not
know.
hard.
I bet it's news, so we just gotta mention it at least.
Yeah, so even for super fans who have played all of the games multiple times, the inclusion of the never before released
How's
Star
arms
Fox
going? Do
2
I like it?
game
It's pretty dope, dude.
will
I'm almost
offer
ranked 10
them,
right now.
Will offer them something
I think it's pretty
entirely
dope.
new to enjoy. If they can unlock it by
Net code could be a little bit better, but
proving
you know,
their
it's what
skills
it
in the
is.
original Star Fox game. So basically, you just gotta pass that level in the Star Fox
Corneria
game.
is so easy. How's that
It's
proving
so
your
freaking
skill?
easy. I don't know. Some
Corneria.
people- I mean,
That's
when you
what
first,
I said.
I don't know.
They might
I
as
don't
well
know.
like, if you want to prove your skill, quote unquote, they should make you beat the whole game.
Right?
Yeah, true.
True. That would be funny,
Corneria is
but
gonna be easy, guys. It's
yeah, but
Corneria
it's
is very
fine.
easy.
If you can't pass Corneria, if you can't pass
If you
that,
can't pass Corneria, why are you even playing?
that's a good question.
Like for real.
It's not that hard, but yeah, that's just a
Hilarious.
tidbit of information to throw out there for folks.
Is it better than Smash 3DS? The net code? I don't think so,
I'm
dog.
just, like, amazed that
I don't
they
think it's that. I
chose
don't think
this
it's that
design.
good. Oh, which is kind of bad. I don't know.
Nintendo, like, there's
Yeah.
a lot of Nintendo things.
And I saw like there's a news article. The original devs of Star Fox 2 didn't even know about it.
yeah.
And they heard about it during the Super Nintendo announcement, and then they just like got together and they went out to have drinks and celebrate.
How they gonna not know though? How they gonna not be told that their game's being released finally?
Oh, because they wanted to keep it a secret, right?
Yeah.
I guess that's a, I
Well,
don't know.
He directed it though, right? He was probably like sitting at home eating his cereal, like what? Spit his
Oh,
cereal
fuck this
all
nigga
over
up.
his
He's
head.
like, my 20-year grudge with Nintendo is over.
It's over.
They finally released my game.
Yay!
That's so
Alrighty.
It's just, I'm just so amazed
I
they're
don't
actually
know.
doing that. So cool.
10. I'm ranked 100 deep.
Games that are missing
Boy,
as far as,
David.
I think
David, did you get that game, dog?
Turtles in
Oh
Time.
my god! Hi! Oh,
Chrono
I was
Trigger.
hoping that they. But you know what? Chrono Trigger is like worth so much money now.
Yeah.
That's true,
Like,
yeah.
just the original
Bring down the
part.
price of Chrono Trigger.
Yeah. But you know what? It's funny because I guess you could say the same thing about Earthbound. But I guess it really doesn't matter because they actually brought that to the.
Oh, this guy's getting bodied. Oh, there's so many people.
But
Yeah,
like,
that's
the
what-
Minecraft
that's
games
probably
are
Square
worth so
that
much
said no.
money. Yeah, probably they're like, we already gave y'all what they give us: Secret of Mana, freaking
Yeah. I would
Mario
have had Chrono Trigger than
RPG,
Secret of Mana, but whatever.
and
Oh my gosh, dog. this
Yeah,
game's gonna be so
Final
good.
Fantasy 3's on there too. Like the list is like really good, especially when you compare it to the NES.
Do you know
game.
any good bundles for the Switch? There's no bundles out yet. Only Japan and Korea are getting bundles right now,
But
dude.
you know,
It's like
the
no
SNES
bundles
in
right now,
general just
dog.
had better games.
Unless you go to like GameStop and they like
Well, yeah,
force the bundle for you.
Nothing will ever beat
Like the greatest console of all time.
Exactly. Yeah, my God,
It is the greatest.
Oh, chill, bro. Triple.
The greatest.
I just hope we can all get one.
I know, right? Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens.
Well, I know I'll get one, but I hope you guys can too.
You probably don't have a problem because your area tends to have a lot of stuff. Our
I
area.
don't have
over
to
here-
worry.
I have a feeling that I'm not gonna be able to find
I'm
one.
probably gonna get one because I got inside people and I've been talking to all my GameStop
Yeah, why don't you
people,
just join a bunch of giveaways?
So
Coupon, fam. Look, if you can hook me
if
up,
I can
fam, I
get
got
you,
you.
if I can
promise,
get
I got
another
you,
one,
sis.
I'll see if I can get another one and I'll just send it to you. Just send me some PayPal cash and we're good.
I got you, boo. I got you. I swear to
see
God.
what
I need this thing. Like, I sold my NES Mini because I have no attachment to the NES Mini. 'Cause I didn't
Oof.
grow up with the NES. The Super Nintendo is my console, so like I have to have this thing in my life. And hopefully I can get two, so I can sell one.
Yeah, me too. Try to get at least one.
Like scalpers are already have them on eBay months before you can actually buy it.
I think it's gonna be like $400 or $500
Yeah,
guaranteed,
they're
man.
like $500 already. It's like, but you
Oh
don't
my God.
even have
You don't
one.
even have it yet. It's not even out yet. Like,
That's crazy. Like they
Not this
getting the
bad.
jump early, fam.
Yeah.
ugh.
Yes.
This is funny.
It's gonna be funny. We're gonna see.
You
We'll
guys
see
think
what
they're gonna
happens.
do an NES Mini? N64 Mini?
They probably will. I think
I
so.
don't know. They might. If they do, I'll definitely get that one.
I don't
have
feel
to.
like N64 games, they don't age
They didn't
well.
have a lot.
That's true. Yeah.
but, yeah, their stuff doesn't really.
Those
I don't know
first
what-
generation 3D graphics are just so bad.
Honestly though, that doesn't even matter. That doesn't even matter. If people are gonna buy it, they're gonna make it, dog.
It's still going.
Oh yeah, people are still gonna buy it. It's just like,
I mean, I buy N64 games on the freaking virtual console. I wouldn't care.
Yeah, I'll still get it.
Whoa, what is that?
I'm waiting for this game on
Alright,
screen though. Oh,
so
Splatoon 2.
anything
I
else
feel you, dude.
guys like to add?
Honestly, if you skip over ARMS, I wouldn't be.
I
wouldn't blame
some
you,
people
dog.
are complaining
Wouldn't
that
even blame you.
it's $20 more than the NES Mini. But
It's
like,
worth
We
it.
knew it. We knew
you
this was gonna
gotta
happen
look
though.
at the game selection.
It's worth it,
It's
dude.
totally worth it. These some young bucks. These those young bucks. They don't understand. They don't understand that half of these games are cost more than the $80
Yeah,
by
yeah.
themselves. They
Yeah,
don't
'cause, like,
understand
like,
that.
I saw some
They don't
people say
understand
some
that.
dumb shit like, why don't
Like
you
it's
just go buy a
cost
Super
too much.
Nintendo and buy all the games separately?
Because
Oh boy. Oh boy.
You know how expensive those games are?
Like in a Super
They're
NES right now, you
dumb.
can get for $60 or $70, but the games itself are where the money is gonna come
And I
from.
saw like, this is
Like,
I'm gonna talk
some
about
of them are
Xbox
like-
for like a minute now.
Oh, I can't wait
I
for this
saw
game, dog.
specifically from Xbox fans. They're like, why are people excited about this? I thought nobody likes backwards compatibility.
Boy, shut your ass up, nigga.
You just need to shut the hell up. You guys don't understand anything. You're the dumbest people in the gaming community. Like, retro gaming and owning a collectible console has nothing to do with backwards compatibility.
Yeah, to be honest though.
Like, stupid morons. But
Because
I
they
had to
don't-
bring that up because I saw that on Twitter all
They
day
don't-
today.
Oof.
They don't understand, like, Nintendo gamers generally have no issues at all with backwards compatibility. Like, they're
Yeah,
talking to the
all-
wrong fan.
Exactly.
Which is, like, the only one that doesn't
It's
have
the
it.
only one, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Most Nintendo gamers are like collectors of all games.
Exactly.
You'll see behind them in their videos or something all the games they've ever collected throughout like the beginning of time. Like, and so getting this is just an add-on to their collection. And for those of us who aren't really big on collecting, it's
Yeah.
good to have because these games are hard to fucking find, and even if you find them, they cost too much.
They're a it's a treasure.
They are
Oh my god.
expensive.
This guy got
So
wrecked.
this is a very good deal. $80 to get half of these games that are on this list that cost way more.
And yes, obviously,
this-
we are
this-
aware you can get
yeah.
all of these games from ROMs. Everyone knows that.
We know this.
I don't want to though.
Some people don't want to do
But like,
that.
but like, look at this. Like if you guys think about AAA games, like these games were the AAA. Like this was the creme de la creme of that
Exactly.
era. So if you're out here complaining about it being $80 or you don't understand the hype, like I don't know what to tell you.
Well, they're
Wait,
probably.
let me put it to you this way.
Oh, shit.
How about if, like, you have a friend who's a Nintendo fan? Let's say I wanted to get Nia and Coupon a present for Christmas, right? What am I gonna do? Am I gonna get them an SNES Mini, or am I gonna get them a thumb drive with some fucking ROMs on it?
Exactly.
Like that shit would be no. I would be like, excuse me.
Yeah.
Like here's a present for your birthday, Coupon. Here's a
We're talking
bunch
about
of
a
thumb.
quality
This
product
got a
here, not
thumb
like
drive.
the Sega Mini or whatever the hell that thing's
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
Here's a thumb drive with a bunch of freaking ROMs on it. Oh.
Merry Christmas.
Like,
Oh my
like
god.
really right now? Like what am I supposed to do with this? Play them? Like oh
Play them.
no,
I
like,
saved $80. Play them.
like, no, but no, just no. Anyway,
They don't understand, man.
that,
They just
that's
don't get it.
most of the disconnect is from the younger crowd. They don't understand because they weren't around during that time. Y'all there wasn't even a seat in your daddy's balls. Like
Whoa now.
You feel me though.
I'm sorry, I didn't say that. You just weren't there. You don't know, and you'll never understand, and it's okay. I forgive you for that.
Shit.
We're gonna move on to the next topic. So, Reggie. Jesus, Reggie.
Ooh, that triple kill though, nigga.
Okay.
That triple
Being
kill,
a limited
nigga.
audience, Switch's online subscription.
Oh,
service
baby, the
is focused on
triple.
fan feedback. So, basically, Reggie has some choice things to say about 4K,
Ah.
you know, their fan feedback, some esports talk and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna kind of read what he's saying. A lot of this is a
The
lot
Game
of
Boy Classic.
jargon
Honestly
I
though,
can't even understand.
they could do that for all their
And
consoles and
hopefully
people
you
would
guys can-
always buy
Yeah,
them,
exactly. Like
son.
it's PR.
Always,
stuff, like,
always
you
buy
know.
them, dog.
So his thoughts on I'm gonna mute you again, Nia.
Sorry, y'all. I don't know why he decided to play
This,
freaking Rocket League.
he's talking about 4K on this portion. So on the limited audience of 4K,
Oh boy.
the Nintendo mission is to reach as many consumers as possible and to have them engage and have fun with our intellectual property. That's what we try and do. So inherently, we go for a more mainstream audience.
Oof.
Inherently, we want our products to be affordable. We want our products to be easy to pick up and experience, low learning curve. We want our IP to shine as we deliver these experiences. That's the way we approach
Oh,
it.
shit.
And so what that means is a sweet spot for $300 for the Nintendo Switch, a platform that has Mario and Zelda and Splatoon going against a more limited consumer pool, a higher price point requiring investments in other ways, 4K TVs, what have you. That is a strategy that for us, candidly, is a bit too limited. So, I'm gonna read each topic after, kind of after we go about talking about them. So his talking's about 4K. Did that make any sense to anybody?
Yeah, well, if you want to break it down into layman's terms, what Reggie's saying is, if you want to get into 4K gaming, you need to first buy a 4K console, but you don't just stop there. You have to buy a new 4K TV, which if you want a good one is going to be anywhere around $1,000. That's a lot of money for people to invest just to play some video games, whereas the Switch, you don't even need a TV. You can literally just buy the Switch and go about your business.
True.
Yep.
But of course, if you already have a TV, which I assume everyone has at least a 720 or 1080p TV, you can use that as well. So that's pretty much what he's saying. It's a lower buy-in to get into the Switch than it is something like the Xbox One or the PS4 Pro.
True.
Cool. What's your thoughts, Nia?
I actually agree with Reggie, man. Like,
Yeah.
I think sometimes Reggie talk out the side of his neck.
Sometimes.
The side of his neck.
I actually agree with him on. I mean, like how we were kind of saying earlier about the whole specs argument.
Yeah.
We are entering an era of 4K, and we haven't even, freaking perfected 1080 60 yet. I think that one
you jumped
thing.
the gun on that.
I think that we've jumped a gun, to be honest. I think that there's people.
Like, they wanted to get ahead of the curve with the 4K.
Yeah. There's people out there that definitely care about 4K. I don't want to say that. But there's
Fire.
also a large majority of people that don't really care just yet. I feel that when it comes down to 4K, it's a little bit different than the jump to HD from the GameCube and the PlayStation 2 and to the PS360 and the freaking
the
Wii,
jump
where they
isn't
kind of
nearly as big.
yeah, because like in that case they did kind of misjudge the market. I think that their reluctance to go to HD with the Wii did kind of hold them back a little bit, but it's not really the same.
Oh, boy.
Deal right now from the jump between 1080 or 1440p to 4K. So I agree with him, man. I agree. I totally.
This is one of the
agree.
very few times I actually agree with Reggie.
Yeah.
I've been saying this since the Pro was first announced. Like, going to 4K is a mistake.
Yeah, I think it's
they're always going to be held back by the standard Xbox and the PS4, and the hardware is not cheap enough to have a console do 4K properly, as we're seeing. Pretty much every game on the Pro outside of sports games are upscaled. They're not actually 4K. And the Scorpio is going to have the same. I keep calling it Scorpio. The Xbox One X is having the same issue, where a lot of the games aren't 4K. That it's just what it is. The technology is not there yet for them to make it cheap enough for a console price. So why are they focusing on this?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? This should have been the leap for next gen. What are they going to do for the Xbox 2 and the PS5? Like, oh, we're doing 4K again, but this time for real, guys.
But for time for real. It's time for real.
It's like that. I think that they just kind of
jumped the gun. We just jumped the gun so much.
I think they thought they were going to get left behind if all these people are running out and buying 4K TVs, but their games are 1080.
Yeah.
But it's like, you guys haven't even done 1080p correctly yet, because all your games run at like 1080 medium settings at 30 FPS, with like the rare exception of like Uncharted, for example, looks really good, but again, it's 30 FPS.
Right.
But if you had the Pro, you could have, instead of making it 1440p, they could have made it 1080 and improved the frame rate, made it a better game. It'd still be a fucking wall climbing simulator, but it would have been
Oh shit! Oh shit!
So, there you go.
Oh, it is what it is. It's been out long enough.
It is what it is.
It's been out long enough. People are ready to accept the truth about that game. It is.
Man, all I'm gonna say is this:
The sniper is really
somebody in my chat
inconsistent.
is saying that they hate how cheap Nintendo is when it comes down to their hardware. And I'll say this in defense of Nintendo, actually. I mean, there's things that they do with their hardware that I disagree with, but I understand why they do some of the things that they do. And I will say this. People have to remember that Nintendo is a gaming company. They're a gaming and toy company. They don't have laurels to rest on like Microsoft and Sony with their other divisions. So everything that Nintendo does has to be very strategic. And for Nintendo, it simply makes sense to kind of
Victor
with making something like ultra powerful, something that takes up like mad resources, more R&D time and things like that. And like in this era, one game can bankrupt a company. You know what I'm saying? Yep. And thinking about it like that, you know, we've had so many companies that have gone by the wayside since the freaking
so many great companies
that have fallen from grace and are no longer here making games. And I think that Nintendo sees this and they don't want to be next, so they have to do some type of self-preservation,
which is also why they're diversifying and they're making like the theme parks and all this other shit.
Like there's things that they're doing to kind of make up for that, but one thing that Nintendo has
is Dark wearing a hentai shirt. Well, this is one of my favorite shirts to wear now. You already know, man. Pervert boys.
Always understood is that they have to do something that's not only economical for the consumer, but they have to do what's economical for them. And back in the day, the economical thing was to keep up with the latest tech. That was economical then. It's not like that anymore. The quicker and the more rapidly technology evolves, it's just no longer a thing that is something you could do just by the seat of your pants. You know what I mean? So it's like for Nintendo to come out with a console, the Nintendo Switch, I feel like this is the best that they could have done to keep up with tech, because it's not an ultra powerful device, but it does enough for what Nintendo wants to do, and it has the innate native tools necessary, like I was trying to tell Real Gamer the other day, to make games optimally for this device, even if they don't look as good. Because under the hood of the Switch is a very capable system that is easy to optimize games on. Whether or not developers actually take those tools and actually do something with them is up to them, but the tools are there, even if the specs just from raw numbers is not there.
Right.
And then the fact that they're trying to merge their handheld and their home console divisions, like that's pretty much the smartest thing Nintendo could have ever done. And I'm done with that. I'm gonna move on. But I had to address the person in the chat because I feel like it's a fallacy when people say that in regards to hardware in general, especially with the Switch.
Like, just look at what this hardware race has done this generation. They were so hell-bent on giving us more powerful hardware for the PS4 or the Xbox One that they didn't even work on games, and like for fucking 3 years all we got were remasters, because they invested all their money into hardware which was already out of date when they released it, and then they had to give us a new version of the same console to play the same games, and they're still outdated. Like, they're never going to win this hardware race. You're never going to compete with PC. You're always going to have outdated hardware because you have to keep it at a console price. Nobody's spending $700 for a console. It's just not happening. Look what happened to the PS3. That was $600. Everyone told Sony to go eat a fucking dick.
Oh shit! Destruction though. Look at this last dude right here, dog. Oh.
PC. Yeah, because that's the only way you're gonna be able to consistently keep up with tech.
Exactly, it's the only way, because you can just upgrade the video card. You don't have to wait 3 years to get a new console to play the same games at 30 frames per second still.
Yeah.
Like,
you can optimize your games for 60.
Well, they're not gonna do that. But I'm glad that Nintendo didn't focus at all on 4K, because it's completely unnecessary. Can you imagine how expensive the Switch would have been if it was a 4K capable device?
I don't know if these gamers like understand, like, these consoles like this, the X and the Pro are huge wastes of time, because like the Pro selling like shit. Exactly. Yeah. When the X comes out, I can guarantee you we're gonna see numbers for it like the first month or two, and then Microsoft gonna exactly, and then we're gonna hear nothing of it again until the next console, and people aren't gonna say anything. They don't understand that these consoles were a huge waste of time, huge waste of resources, and it's just gonna end up in the same position as the Pro. And
if you look at the Xbox One X, like the reason it's gonna take another 3 years to get games is because Phil Spencer spent all his time making this stupid console, and that's why it's gonna take another 3 years for you to get exclusives on the Xbox.
Which is sad.
Like, isn't that ridiculous to
It's
you?
very,
Where
very
you
sad.
bought an Xbox One in 2013, and we're in 2017 now, and Phil Spencer's telling you, oh, you gotta wait another 3 years because I wanted to put our focus in a new console that I wanted you to buy to play the same games.
PS5 will be announced by then, dude. Like,
Yeah, PS5 will be announced and out and have more exclusives still. Like, it's ridiculous.
True.
I
Very
can't, like,
true.
there should be no focus on hardware like this. Like, the Xbox should be its own generation.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's like one of the very few times I agree with Reggie.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, usually I'm just like, oh my god, Reggie's
He's talking a lot.
yeah,
He's
he's
yeah.
yeah.
He talks
Yeah.
a lot, but
Yeah.
it's like actually something like legitimate that I actually agree with. Because I feel the
What
same
should I
way.
say about y'all play Minecraft? Trash.
Yeah,
Game's
you can't really
trash,
say that
dog.
in this gaming market today, or you're
Not
a certain
really.
type of person. Can you imagine like openly saying like, well, I actually don't think that 4K is that big a deal, but what? Because that's a big conversation right now.
Yeah,
4K,
yeah.
4K. I
Oh,
think the way
fake
that Nintendo's
4K.
doing it is right. For
Yeah,
them.
like their exclusive games are all running buttery smooth, better than the competition.
Yeah,
Because their focus is graphics and Nintendo's is gameplay.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's just reality.
9111.
It just is what it is.
It is what it is.
Alright, so there is more to this article, and Reggie
Oh,
continues
shit.
to speak on esports and his approach to it. So he says, we've been fortunate with Smash Brothers to have a franchise that has been very active in this space. What we've been doing is educating our developers and candidly creating some expertise ourselves in how to engage with the community. Now we have a fantastic relationship with Smash Brothers community. I would say that was not true 7 years ago.
Oh, hell yeah.
Listen to their fan base though, isn't that
I
what
know,
was
right?
told?
That was I mean, let me finish. We think that ARMS can support a very vibrant community.
Yeah.
We were in esports back in
We'll see.
1995 with the very first Nintendo World Championship. We've been in this space. I think what Nintendo is doing, as we
Damn,
always
nigga
do,
got
is
sniped
a
in
unique
mid-jump.
view on this and finding ways to make it a bit more mainstream and a bit more massive. Maybe then others have none. We're going to do it definitely. So who wants to take the floor on this?
Oh, I got you. I got you.
Go
I
ahead,
got
go
you.
ahead.
Yo, so like as a Smash Bros player, like I'm just saying, like it was for years we were saying like, yo, Nintendo, you need to like acknowledge the competitive Smash community, and they just neglected us like the terrible stepson, and I was just like, no, like love us, Dad, we're your son, like where's the love? You know what I'm saying? It was terrible. It was terrible. And now after they made the new Twitter account and everything, it feels.
They actually have a separate Twitter.
Yes, dude, it feels so
Yeah.
good.
That's how you know they're actually invested in
They
it.
actually are investing.
It feels really
I
good.
remember the struggle, like hearing the Smash players talking about how they just want Nintendo to acknowledge them, and now you got the homies like freaking D1 at freaking.
Yep, that was
D1,
hype. That was
and I'm
hype.
like- I was like, I see y'all, man. I think that's awesome.
That's good. I'm glad they finally listened, because that they didn't care.
Nope,
Like, nah.
nope, no patch notes for our games. Yo, you know how frustrating that was? Bro, that shit was so mad. Every time they patched Smash Bros. And it's on the hours you have to spend to figure out what the fuck is different with your own character. Like, it's
Alright, 'cause they don't
retarded,
do
son.
patch notes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Mm.
Now they
you
do.
give us patch
I
notes. that's
remember
what-
one guy who go, it's better if they don't do the patch
Oh,
notes. Oh, it's more fun. You gotta figure it out yourself.
No, it's not fun at all.
Oh
It's
my
really not.
God.
So he's enjoying those patch notes now.
So-
Yeah.
when you guys got those updates and stuff, like, did somebody go through and kind of like
Oh, yeah.
write down
Oh, yeah.
what the patch was?
My Smash Corner and there's a couple YouTubers that would always like they'd have two Wii U's, right, and update one version and compare each exact frame, every move, see what's different, and then make a huge patch notes. That's what we'd have to do, but that would take hours. That would take hours after the update.
That
So
takes
Hours.
Hey, shout outs to those brothers.
That's
I
crazy,
couldn't-
bro. That's a lot of work.
Hey, you gotta
man.
do what you gotta do. Sometimes you gotta do what you. But it's good that they stuck it out. So,
As a
like,
Smash Bros. Player,
what was
but you
the
sold your Smash Bros. Game, bro. What the fuck? Hey! I'm still a fan, David. I'm still a fan. I'm an avid fan. All right, I still watch the tournaments. All right, don't hit me with that. With that, I'm not. I'm a fake ass Smash fan. Boy, chills.
Get on board.
Oh man.
I think they saw it as a marketing opportunity when Smash 4 came out.
Yeah, I think they finally realized they can make money off this shit.
Yep.
It's free advertisement.
I don't know why you wouldn't think you couldn't, like.
Maybe they didn't think it was big enough at the time.
I mean, just start with the small crowd, whatever you think it is, and move from there. It's only gonna get bigger if you cultivate it, but you gotta start somewhere.
I mean, Smash was at Evo for
Nintendo is
years
retarded.
though. Like
for
Yeah.
freaking
for years. I don't
And
know.
they didn't.
I
They
don't know,
just
man. I
weren't
don't know
there.
what to tell you, but like, I'm pretty sure they just finally realized you can make money out of it.
Yeah. Mhm.
I guess
Because they're so far behind with this kind of stuff.
they're behind on a lot.
You know what I want them to do? You know what I want to do? What I want Nintendo to do is to sponsor their very own esports team, like Luminosity or CLG. Like have their own team for like Smash Bros. That would be so fucking dope, man.
Nice.
Oh my god.
That'd be nice. That would be hype. I'd like to see that. Would you try to get
I put a
into
Kappa
that?
Bros King. I hope so. Son, you know how I feel about that. You know I'm very
Yeah,
sensitive,
we're having an
David.
open
My
forum.
boy, you
guys
know how
can come in and
sensitive I
try to
am,
do
my guy.
tryouts. We're gonna get our own Nintendo team from across the, I guess, the world. I don't know, whatever. Got our Nintendo team of Japan, Nintendo team of North America, Nintendo team of UK. That'd be cool.
Because they did a good job with the tournament for ARMS. That was fun.
Could have been a little bit better,
They
but
did a good job
it
with
was
That was
alright.
actually
It was
fun to
good.
watch.
It was
like
good.
the Splatoon and the ARMS tournament. I thought it was.
Yeah,
And me and
actually good.
Coupon got caught up watching the freaking Pokken
We were,
tournament.
yeah.
Gotcha. These slow mos are pretty good though. These slow mos are pretty fucking good. I give them that.
Yeah, and then it started getting good because like the Black Nerd comedy or whatever, and freaking
Yeah.
JD, Witherspoon or whatever. That shit was
for a
funny.
little while.
It's like you guys suck at this, but they were trying.
Black Nerd Comedy sucks at games, man. I don't think he even plays games. He just likes watching anime.
He just likes.
He's a
he
funny
just likes
guy.
The culture.
He's a funny dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like.
He
I
just
like
likes a
Black
lot of
Nerd.
nerdy stuff.
Yeah, he's one of those kind of people. He just invested in the culture.
that
He's
Smash
not
Bros.
really-
Yeah,
Yes.
he's not
just like,
really
yeah.
into the actual game.
As a Smash Bros.
Yeah.
4 player, even though I sold my
I
copy.
know a lot about it.
I
for the
sold
most
my
part.
copy of that
Yeah,
game.
I'm just saying he
I-
doesn't play games.
He just
Oh,
doesn't play
man.
games.
That's all.
I hope Smash 4 comes to the
That's
Switch
cool.
soon,
Yeah, it's
son.
pretty
I want to
cool.
play that game again. I want to play Cloud
Alright.
again, dog.
Anybody else got anything else to say about the esports side of Nintendo?
Nah.
It's just cool to see them actually.
Yeah, I just
Really
hope
get
they
it.
keep it up. Keep it up, Nintendo.
Alright.
That's a good look.
So, alright, cool. There's 2 more topics on this little article, so we'll go to the next one real quick. So, on Nintendo's approach to their online subscription service, Reggie has this to say. The reason we delayed the full paid subscription is we want to make sure that as we get all of our learnings and we build all of our elements, that
Mhm.
we launch something that is robust for the consumer. And as they consider
Oof.
a $20 price point, they say this is a no-brainer.
I don't know,
This
the
is
Smash Bros.
something that I
Classic
absolutely
system?
need to participate in, given
Wait,
the
like
full
have
range
Smash
of
Bros. on the
features
classic
that
system or
it
like
provides.
a
That's why we're
Smash
doing
Bros. Branded
really
classic
is
system, my
consistent
boy?
with the overall Nintendo development philosophy. We want when we launch it for it to be great for the consumer, and not to be something that isn't fully featured, fully capable. That's why we delayed Breath of the Wild and a look at what we were able to finally launch. Okay, so anybody want to take the floor on this? What do you think?
I think we kind of tackled this a little bit on the podcast in previous episodes, but we just want to, make sure it's good. Like, just
I
make
mean,
it
It's clear it's not.
Bottom
ready.
line.
Yeah.
good.
I'm glad that they did delay it. That's the number one thing.
Mhm.
If
Like,
they were
that's-
trying to release it the way it is now and just start charging people, I think
Nope.
a lot of people would have a
Nope.
problem with that.
Nope.
Yeah.
So, I mean, my thing is, personally, if they have to delay it, however long they need to delay it to make sure it is robust and whatever the heck else they were saying, fully capable, robust and all that stuff, like they said, then yeah, go ahead, keep delaying. We'll keep playing the free online for the time.
Yeah.
And,
It's a longer
like-
time we don't have to pay. So.
Yeah, so, like, just get it correct. Like, when it comes out, it needs to be correct.
Yeah,
Because,
just make it.
There should be
good.
no excuses
Make it
after this
good.
delay, though. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
So get all the kinks out, figure what you're gonna do, whatever's going on, and get that shit together. Because when we gotta pay for it, we want to make sure we're.
Oh, move, nigga, move.
It's not good.
It's
I'm
our
not buying
investment.
it.
And if it's not good, I can't buy it. And guess what? We can't play our online games. No more Mario Kart.
They're just gonna lose money, man. And hopefully, like, a part of me is kind of like salty that it's paid, and then a part of me is actually kind of happy in a way, because what a company like Nintendo, what they see is dollars.
Damn.
Yeah.
If they see that people are not happy with the service that they're providing and they're showing that discontentment with their dollars, they're more likely to change some stuff.
Yeah.
So I just hope that people because you know, console gamers these days, like, they're just thirsty for everything.
Well, you
So
know, you should
hopefully-
just wait and see for everything. Wait and see.
But just hopefully people aren't, you know, too afraid or too, you know,
You know,
I guess
like-
too impulsive to not actually go out and speak with their dollars.
Yeah.
Just like,
Like if it's garbage,
All Smash
don't buy it.
Bros.
If you
games
don't
on a
buy it,
system with
they
Smash
don't-
Bros.
they don't
decals
see
and Smash Bros.
numbers,
Steam
they're gonna
controllers.
question
After
you. So
Smash 5 though, if it
probably
happens, it'll be
throw
high
out
with
fucking
online for all of them.
back and what is it?
That would be. I'd buy that, dog.
So
I
think
would
they're
fucking
doing
buy
good because
that.
they're actually taking the time
That would be
to
fucking dope.
work on it and delay. And the delay of it makes me
Put some online
like
on that
they're-
bitch.
they're okay with.
Trying. Yeah.
You
My
know,
only
they're-
concern-
yeah.
my only concern is how they're gonna do voice chat. To be honest, that's the only thing
You
that
already
I'm
know,
concerned
man.
about.
No. Alex. Alex, no, they're gonna change. I swear, they have. If they're gonna delay it, they have to fix this, man. Like, no, they can't walk in.
That's not the delay. That's not the delay for.
You don't think they're gonna address that at all?
Be a squid and a kid. No, that is not gonna be
Oh,
adjusted at
God.
all. That's totally. That is totally happening.
I-
That is totally happening.
I think we're gonna get the phone out for the Splatoon game for like the little limited version that we're gonna get for the
Only reason I
summer.
say that is because it's so Nintendo, and so they always do good things, but then they always do something to shoot themselves in the foot. This is the shot in the foot. We're getting this.
Hopefully that, I mean, if they're smart, they will be trying to figure out a way to make it work.
I don't know.
Because I mean,
Talk to
they're
freaking
delaying
Discord.
it. They're
Talk to the
charging
Discord
us
people,
money.
Nintendo,
Guys,
something.
don't get your hopes up. That
I'm not, but I mean, if you can do something other, check the other box and go hit up Discord. If
Lag for all games.
you
Oh
ain't for a
god.
reason, so you better find another.
We paying for this online. There better
I'm
be
sorry, I
no
don't
lag in
think
Smash
they
Bros,
were
man.
I mean, low key. I mean, you got DNA, but you're over here still having these freaking weird what the fuck moments by Nintendo. It's like, huh?
I have my doubts. That's all I'm gonna say.
I don't know. We'll see. I guess we'll. This is a wait and see game on this one, so we shall see.
it's like you're gonna get the app. Like it's happening. That's
It's happening. Yeah,
But
like
exactly, but the thing, like, I know we're gonna get the app, but if they can find another way,
Yeah.
like, I'm good with that.
like, if we can have some more options, I'm good with that. But
Options are
I
nice.
don't. But Nintendo's not gonna have options away from what they want you to
Like,
use.
if they just want to be lazy and just like let Discord put the ad, I'm like, hey, I'm cool with that, fam.
Like,
Yeah, be lazy for that. That's fine.
Like, be lazy in that sense, because I'm using Discord already.
Then
So
they're not innovating though.
Fuck that. They don't need to innovate everything.
that's fine.
They're not
Like,
innovating. It is
Nintendo can take a break from. Yeah,
Guys, you
Nintendo
are setting yourself up.
Nintendo can take a break from innovation. We don't
How
need
do I
it.
exit this?
Alright, so they got one last thing that Reggie was talking about, and it's mostly feedback from the fans. And he says this: we certainly look at what our community is saying, but arguably, if all we did was listen to our community, we would be creating content against a handful of intellectual property with a handful of feature sets, because that's typically what the consumer focuses in on. Things that they know, things that they've seen before. And that's all she wrote.
So he's saying that people ask for the same things all the time. I don't understand what he's saying.
I mean, if they work, of course we're gonna ask for the same thing because they work.
Yeah, he's pretty much
Things that
saying
we've
if we
seen
left it up to
before.
the fans only, we would always just make the same games.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Of course it does, because nobody in their mind would ever ask, "Oh, go make arms."
Yeah,
That's true.
that's true.
Nobody was even thinking about some arms until it was
Exactly.
like
That's
nobody was
why
thinking
I'm
about
happy
that.
they like go out of their comfort zone. Like that's why we have Splatoon.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
arms,
Oh, shit.
Otherwise, it would just be more Mario games.
Yeah, and you can only have so many.
Right.
Yeah.
What are my thoughts on Dragon Ball Z Fighters? That shit better come to the Switch, man. That's all I can say. It's looking like
they're
fire,
still
dog.
They're still very
Better be on the
Nintendo,
Switch
even though
at
they're
some
very
point.
unique.
Right.
I like that.
Is that game on
So
PC
would
though?
like
I might
to
get it on
see them do
PC.
some non-Nintendo-like things.
It's
too.
got crossplay.
Like I would like to see them kind of branch out and do a little bit more like modern things. Like go ahead and make that Star Tropics like Tomb Raider or something. That's what I would like to
Oh,
see.
that'd be cool.
I would like to see that.
Questions, anybody? If you guys got some, throw them out there. But yeah, that was pretty much it for that article. I just do have one quick question. How would you guys feel about Nintendo getting into 4K?
They'll do it eventually.
Eventually, yeah.
This console.
I don't see it happening anytime soon.
That move right there was a
But as long
boss ass
As long
move,
as they're
dog.
doing it within a decent time frame, you know what I'm saying? I don't have a problem with that. Maybe if say Nvidia is able to do some kind of trickery with the new chip, because you know we're gonna get a new Switch. You know we're gonna get a new Switch.
Oh
in
yeah,
2
we're
years.
totally gonna. Yeah, we're gonna.
I don't even think
So-
it'll be with Switch 2. Like, it'll be like the third,
just be-
fourth variant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll just be like a variant, like a like how they do with their handhelds, like a revision or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
But if Nvidia is able to do some trickery with their chipset to give a little bit more oomph to the console family, I think that if it's able to output some games at 4K, why not? But right now, I don't think we're ready.
There's been a lot of support, but they haven't said anything
I
about it
want them
yet.
to focus
They haven't even
on
like
it and get it right.
acknowledged
That's
all
kinda
the
how I feel.
rabid
Like,
support on
don't
Twitter and
rush
stuff.
it.
Which
Don't
kind of
rush
makes me a
it.
little
Yeah.
scared.
This is what you're doing now.
And Nintendo comes out here and makes some bullshit half-ass 4K console, and my Mario game's now in 30 FPS. I will.
Yeah,
be
fuck that.
fucking furious.
Fuck
Yeah,
that.
I'm not here for that.
Not about that life, fam. Sorry. Not about that 40,
Some lot of good
30, and
questions.
yeah. You got questions on your end?
Yeah.
Alright,
No,
go
my
ahead.
side doesn't do questions for whatever.
Yeah, they don't do
reason.
questions.
They just like to come here and talk about Xbox. I don't
They
know.
talk shit, but go ahead and ask. Go ahead and
I saw that, David. Of course, I retweeted that, my boy. I think I've retweeted like almost everybody that's talked about it.
Before we bounce.
We're at 9:30. We're at 9.
Yeah,
It's
pick
9:30.
the best ones, and then we'll see if there's time for the lesser ones.
Yeah. So pick
Okay.
about two good ones.
Two good ones. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I have a question here from
Ooh.
Terrence Tiny. I think that's how you say his name. I'm sorry.
Hello.
He says, question, what 3 IPs does Nintendo need to revive? So if you had to choose 3 Nintendo IPs for them to revive, which ones would you choose?
They already brought back mine, Metroid, so.
You 3, Dark Star. That's not what I asked you.
Oh, shit. Oh, damn. My bad.
I
I'm
want my
trying to-
Advance Wars.
Oh my god, yes.
That would actually be pretty nice.
Yeah, I could dig it.
I say, y'all already know what I'm gonna say. Star Tropics, because I think we need more action adventure games than just Zelda. I would say I would have to agree with Alex with Advance Wars. Like I think right now,
Kid Icarus too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kid
Kid
Icarus,
Icarus, yeah.
definitely.
because right now the only strategy games Nintendo has under their belt is freaking Fire Emblem, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, like we need more action
And-
adventure so Kid Icarus can fill that role as well as Star Tropics. Bring back some more
And,
strategy for
Golden
Advance
Sun.
Wars.
Golden
Sun
yeah,
is also a
definitely.
good one. Very good one. Very good choices.
Well, I don't want damage reduction. That's stupid. Go away.
Trying to think. Let's see. I really don't have anything. Cause you just said Kid Icarus, so there's one
Yeah.
for me.
I could, yeah.
Let's look at the
What
rest of
about
their IPs
freaking,
here.
I know. Let me see what else. they
That's the spooky game from the GameCube. I can't. I'm having a brain.
Eternal Darkness? Ooh, yes. They keep.
Nintendo has like no horror games.
That's what I was saying a few days ago. They need that genre
To
on
be
the Switch
fair,
on the
horror games
system.
don't sell well. They're trash.
They don't.
How did Resident Evil 7 do?
Huh?
Sold
Did that
okay.
game not do well?
It didn't.
It didn't meet their
didn't do bad,
expectations.
but yeah, it just didn't meet their expectations. We
It's
totally
Capcom.
need them to bring. No, here's what we need to bring. We need them to bring Chibi Robo back.
What?
No, I'm messing.
What?
Chibi Rebel alone.
They brought that back.
killed it.
They brought
They
it back.
ruined
And
it.
it literally died again.
Why did they think that was a good idea?
I
Oh yeah,
don't
they do have
know.
Fatal Frame, Phantom. I'm sorry. Yeah.
That's a Japanese horror game though.
Fatal Frame is not. It's not. Fatal Frame is one of those kind of games that appeals to a
shit.
certain demographic of people.
Japan people.
It's not-
Sucks.
It's
I don't
not
like it.
Your typical
It's
horror
trash.
game. It's like
Yeah.
the whole premise around Fatal Frame is kind of
It's just boring. You walk around with a camera and you take pictures. You're never actually.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Like with the like Eternal Darkness, like you're actually doing stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gino needs to
That's more
come.
of a traditional horror
Needs some
game.
kind of comeback.
But like that Fatal Frame is just straight.
I only want to try to revive Mario RPG 2.
Walking around
Boy,
taking
but you
pictures
got
all day, y'all.
that Rabbids Kingdom battle, my boy.
Another question.
I'd rather play Pokemon Snap.
Oh, that's true though.
I actually wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, I'm actually like, yeah.
Oh, don't say it, because then they won't give us the real Pokemon game. They'll give us that shit instead.
Another question. Do you think Nintendo will have to view the Xbox One X as a threat to
Nope.
the Switch's growth?
Nope.
I say
No.
no.
Nope.
Reggie
Nope.
already
Not
said
even
they're
a
not worried about it.
They don't care. They are. Yeah, they just said
Nobody's
that. No.
worried about Yoshi.
Nobody-
not worried about it. Nintendo's
Nobody's
not
really worried about it. I mean,
The only
the
one
Pro.
worried is Zaire. He knows that shit ain't selling.
I don't think Nintendo's worried. I think that Nintendo has crafted their own path with the Switch, and a lot of people don't really understand that. Like they're meeting a certain
They're
portion of
hitting
the
a
market that is
demographic
not
that the
being
other
met.
consoles don't reach.
Yeah, that's exactly. You said it much better than I could have said it. Like they're crafting their own path with the Switch, which is smart.
Yep. That's what
Yeah.
they need to do, because they cannot compete directly with Microsoft and Sony head to head like that anymore.
Like at all.
They have to do their own thing because they just don't have the money like Sony and Microsoft.
About that fucking Mario Rabbids. You don't like that game, David? I kind of think it looks alright. I mean, I don't know. It's not my cup of tea, but it don't look
They do
bad.
their own thing, and
It looks
sometimes
okay.
I'm happy they do it, and then sometimes you get a Wii U, so it is what it is.
Sometimes you get a Wii U, man.
They got it right this time.
And Terrence in the chat says Switch is selling so good that it's not selling because it's out of stock.
Well, you can
That's
blame Apple
crazy.
for that one. Ah, damn it, I hit the fire.
Thanks to Apple. Shout out to Apple.
Man, Grimpachi, you are really going hard with the trolling, my friend.
When you talking about Federation Force,
No, he's talking about like the Switch is not capable of doing 60 FPS and all this shit.
Alright.
I mean, all of the other Nintendo games say hi, but I'm just gonna.
I know, it's just fucking-
It's whatever.
he's just I don't know what it is. He likes to annoy people, I guess.
Nintendo is just proving once again that they're a better game developer than Sega. Moving on.
Well, they've always
Ooh,
been Sega. Like
ooh.
Sega's always been terrible. I don't know why.
I said,
people
hell
think
nah,
Sega's
damn,
Sega's
David.
amazing.
Savage.
I mean, I love like Genesis. There's a lot of games I think
Like,
Sega.
yeah, but like overall, they never really,
There's a reason they got out of the console business, and it's they're terrible.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck! I hit the fire again.
Okay, you got some stuff going on over there.
we ain't got no questions over here. Anything else relevant, worthy of talking about?
Easy Shock wants out. I guess Alice. Before we get out of here, he wants you to explain. Did you say Nintendo doesn't have the money to compete?
Yeah,
They don't.
they don't.
I mean-
They cannot compete directly with Microsoft. Are you crazy?
Microsoft is a giant.
Microsoft is the second richest company in the world. Are you insane?
Like, don't get me
Oh,
wrong,
shit.
Nintendo got money,
Like-
but they don't have Microsoft money.
They don't
Yeah.
have
Microsoft
Microsoft
money.
money. Like they try to go
And-
head
and
to head with Microsoft. They will go
don't
bankrupt.
They don't throw money to the wind like Sony. Like Sony has
Yeah.
less money than Nintendo. They have less market capital than Nintendo. But Sony throws money around. Nintendo does not. End of story. I don't know what's so hard to understand about that.
And that's why they have that treasure trove of money that they saluted right
Yeah, they
now.
have money sitting there. They don't use it.
Hit
But
the
yeah,
fire again.
You think Nintendo's dollar even comes close to Microsoft dollar? You are delusional, my friend. Only one company has more money than them, and that's Apple.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nintendo is a billion-dollar company, but there's only so much money that you can throw out the wall like that. Like
Still, even
Nintendo
still,
can't recoup
Their
those costs
marketing
as fast as
budget is
everybody
nowhere
else.
near.
They
to
can't go
Microsoft.
head.
Yeah.
They can't go head to head with Microsoft.
Like they've said it themselves. Like I don't
Yeah.
understand why people get confused when I say things like this. They said this. Iwata said this.
Like, they have
cannot
money,
compete
but they
with Sony and Microsoft.
like they have money. They just can't recoup the cost as fast as those other companies. I
Yeah,
guess
because they
that's
don't
the
have as many
difference.
streams.
Right, that's the difference. It's like if you have multiple money streams coming in. Like say me and Coupon we own.
Ooh.
Let's say me and Coupon we own like a jewelry stand, right? but the only thing we make is like necklaces. And say like some company across the street, they make necklaces, they make bracelets, they make shoes. They have more money streams coming in from different portions of their business, whereas me and Coupon only make bracelets. Like we might make as much money as them making bracelets, but we still only make bracelets, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, they'll recoup their money faster than you.
Right, like that's the difference between like say like a Walmart versus like a mom and pop store that sells certain items. Like they just have more money stream coming in faster than this other company over
Which
here.
Which is also why places like Walmart can have crazy discounts because they make it up by selling other stuff.
Exactly.
Where mom and pop stores, like, I'm sorry, Walmart has it for $20, but I can't sell it to you for that price. I have to charge you $60.
Exactly.
Because mom and pop shop can't make that cost back in the grocery section.
Right, and that's a lot of people. That's the thing people get mixed up as well. Like when we don't get it. Nintendo has money.
We're not saying they're poor or nothing like that.
Not as quick as these other companies.
Yeah,
that's all we're saying.
That's all. Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else, or we're good to go to wrap this on up?
I think we should wrap it up in a nice.
All right.
That was a nice little ending point, I think.
Alrighty. Well, thanks everyone for coming along. We're gonna go ahead and get our outros here. We're gonna start with Nia. Go ahead and give us your informations where we can find you and contacts.
What is up, everybody? It's your girl Nia, the video game her. I'm delirious. Sorry. You can find me on Twitter at the video game her, YouTube at the video game her, Twitch at the video game her. I'm about to start taking donations because your girl needs a new hard drive for her computer, and I, like Nintendo, my money stream don't come in as fast as my bills. So that's a thing. But I want to give some shout outs. I'm sorry I didn't do shout outs throughout the show. We were trying to kind of get it along because we got stuff to do. So I want to shout outs to Keith Norris, shout outs to Mystia, shout outs to Easy Shock, Muhammad Alavi, shout outs to Chariot Man.
Time for arms. I might play some arms later. Oh, actually no, I might play Doom. I don't know what I'm gonna do after this, honestly.
27 people today.
Not sure.
As many people that came through last week, but I understand it's a slow news week, slow trickle of news. So make sure you guys tell your homies to come out next week because hopefully we have more interesting things to talk about. But I do appreciate those of you guys who did show up. You guys' attention and your feedback is always very appreciated. And it is, we do see it. We keep in mind, your comments, even though we can't respond on the spot because we have to go through these topics, but we do recognize you and we do appreciate you.
Alrighty then. Mr. Dank himself, go ahead and let us know
Hey.
where you're coming from, what you're doing, what you're doing, and how we can contact you.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Darkstar here. You can catch me on YouTube at DarkstarDX. I'm on Twitter as well with the same name, and yeah, Twitter's always lit, so you can drop me a follow on there.
Can I suggest something? Can you do like a talk show or some kind of radio show?
I would listen to it.
I need to listen to this because your voice is very melodic.
It's soothing voice.
He has the perfect like late night, jazzy talk
late night with Darkstar.
Yeah.
Like next night with Darkstar, yes.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to do that, yo.
I'll watch it. Like if you have,
Yo, shut up, Blake. Yo, shut the fuck up, dog. I have a lot of black shirts, alright?
it's a
A lot of black shirts.
Cause like my voice is like screechy and high pitched. You know what I'm saying? Like, you listen to somebody
I
like
sound
Darkstar,
like
you can
Ace
listen.
all the time.
Like you can listen to this man just talk about just the most trivial things, like just cause he's talking. Like that's a blessing, dude.
Like, what's he talking about? Who cares? Just listen.
I'll talk about my feelings in my next video.
Right. That's cool. It's cool. You did go ham on that double cross bull.
Oh man.
I was like,
Oh,
I
man.
feel you.
I feel you, man. But it's cool. It's cool. So when late night with Darkstar coming soon, you guys. You already heard first. It's happening. Go ahead, Alex. Let us know where we can contact you at, what you're doing, and where's all the fun coming from.
Alright.
I have a shit ton of black shirts. Most of my laundry is black. But what are you talking about, dog? Yeah, bro, are you high right now?
Probably my favorite show to do.
Are you on drugs, my
Yeah, we
boy?
had a lot of Nintendo stuff to talk about, and I was surprised I actually had something positive to say.
Come to a
about
relation
it.
show? I'm down. Ooh, and I don't know. It's not a bad idea, man. Not a bad idea.
Not too often.
Yeah, it was a good show. Thanks Darkstar coming out.
True.
Well,
Yep.
appreciate you
Good to
coming
have
through.
Mr. Dank here. There we go. Beat him.
Always welcome, always welcome.
Look at this game though. Look at this game though.
And I am your host this evening. I am Coupon Strategy, Gamer Diva. You know where to find me. Struggle streams are usually coming. New character for Paragon tomorrow, so hopefully I'll be streaming tomorrow if all goes well. So catch me there, YouTube and Twitch. And you can find me on Twitter at Coupon. You can find me on Facebook at Coupon Strides. I'm more on Facebook than Twitter, so you know, pick your poison. But you'll find me more on Facebook. And we are out of here. Thanks for coming. Deuces.
Peace.
We actually managed to
What?
have it was a slow news week.
I know, right?
That's
A
crazy.
lot of small topics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we managed to work.
Those
it.
are late topics. So I was just like, what are the topics? I forgot. What?
There really hasn't been a whole lot. It's like, you know, aside of the freaking SNES Mini, there really hasn't been a whole lot of like
really,
news.
yeah.
news.